Welcome to PASC26. This is the highlights from the mini symposium. I'm here with Tobias Hodel from University of Bern, and you organized together with colleagues a mini symposium about serving inference leveraging HPCs in the age of generative AI. So my first obvious question is, what was the mini symposium about?
Yes, so the idea is to bring people together that want to use HPCs to use them for generative AI models, because there are of course a lot of commercial applications around, but we want to be digitally sustainable and also sovereign, and this requires essentially infrastructures where you can run a Gen AI model.
So, by the way, in your mini symposium, were you discussing about the possibility of actually creating your own AI from scratch on Swiss or locals infrastructures?
Not creating from scratch, but rather reusing models that are open weights or open source and already available. And of course, this also concerns models like Copertus from Switzerland, but also others like Minimax or Qwen, or whatever is available.
Of course, we know that open source is the way to go. We are advertising and supporting and encourage using of open source. Yeah. What are the challenges, do you think, that you are facing?
Yeah, one of the biggest challenges actually is that most of the universities and institutions do have HPCs, but HPCs are not meant to serve these generative AI models. You only can use them for a very short time frame, or you have to set up specific systems. And the idea was to essentially also brainstorm of what alternatives are there to do that. Here at the University of Bern, we have a GPU stack, it's called, where we constantly run several LLMs and VLMs, and they can be used by researchers. And we were essentially presenting on that and getting feedback on how to further develop it.
Okay, but the solution cannot be that we fragment infrastructure and that we duplicate infrastructure everywhere, because this might not be sustainable. Were you discussing also this aspect?
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, the interesting fact is that digital sovereignty can only be done as a community, because you need to essentially discuss with each other on what solutions could work best. And at the same time, you need to start somewhere. So there will never be the best solution, but there are better solutions. And this is trying to have the community bring their big brains together and see what solutions come up.
Yeah, but this is the actual status of with this AI, because this is really the primordial soup of the AI. So we also have to understand what is reasonable and what not. Absolutely. So now that you have had your mini symposium and your discussions, and maybe you also have some take-home message, what are the next steps? What would you like to see happening?
Yeah, so we started with a very small survey, trying to see what's the landscape are, and now we need to go on that. So we need to take the next steps and try to bring together community and discuss with them further. So what can be sustainable structures? How can we involve institutions like CSCS that bring together not only like one university, but several institutions, and the same also for other countries. So as I said, digital sovereignty only goes as a community.
So thank you very much. This sounds extremely interesting. I hope that we will see the new in 1 year, and I will ask you what happened and whether you were able to actually start or continue the discussions that have been started this year. So thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.